Hi, welcome to yesterday's challenge. Let's have a quick look at the question. In a farm, the number of cows to the number of sheep was in the ratio 5:3. The ratio became 3:2 after 300 cows were sold. How many more cows than sheep were there at first? So, initially, if we divide the total number of cows and sheep in the farm into 8 parts, because they are in the ratio of 5:3. 5:3 ratio. That means if there are total number of 8 parts, like here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 equal parts, they all have to be equal. So if you divide the total number of cows and sheep in the farm into 8 equal parts, you will see that 3 parts belong to the sheep and 5 parts belong to the cows. So these 3 parts belong to the sheep and the other 5 parts, they belong to the cows. So that's the meaning of 5:3. So now after 300 cows were sold, now the ratio became 3:2. So now what have they done? They have divided the total animals or total cows and sheep now left in the farm into 5 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Out of these 5 equal parts, 2 parts belong to the sheep and 3 parts belong to the cows. So, but we do not know how much is each part. Do we know how much is each part? We do not know. All we know that the total number of cows and sheep in the farm were initially divided into 8 parts and then they were divided into 5 parts. So, now we know that there is no way we can compare the 3 parts of sheep with the 2 parts of sheep. It's only the cows that were sold. But 3 parts of sheep cannot be equal with 2 parts of sheep. So what we do is that let's repeat the combination 2 times. Once here and twice here. In that case, we see that if there are 6 parts of the sheep, 1, 2, 3 from this combination and 4, 5, 6. If there are 6 parts of the sheep, there will be 10 parts of the cows. 5 from here and 5 from here. So, if there are 6 parts of sheep, then there are 10 parts of cows. So, that's how we get 6 parts of sheep. Now, in the latter combination, we see that there are 2 parts of sheep. Again, that cannot be compared with 3 parts of sheep. So what we did is we repeated the earlier combination twice, 2 times, and we saw we got 6 parts of sheep. If there are 6 parts, we get 10 parts of cows. So here also we repeat this 3 times. The same combination, if we repeat 3 times, we see that for every 6 parts of sheep, there are now 9 parts of cows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, in the earlier when the 300 cows were not sold, we saw that there were 6 parts of sheep and then there were 10 parts of cows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 parts of cows. And in this case, after the sale of 300 cows, we are seeing there are 6 parts of sheep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there are 9 parts of cows. So, now, this total rectangular unit can show the total number of cows and sheep in the farm. and this part shows the total number of cows and sheep in the farm after this 300 cows were sold. So now to this so what do we do to this entire rectangle which shows the number of sheep and cows to start with? So this can be divided into 16 parts, as the ratio of cows to sheep is 10:6. So 10 plus 6 is 16. So if there are 16 parts altogether, 6 parts belong to the sheep and 10 parts belong to the cows. So we divide this entire rectangle which has been used to show the total number of cows and sheep in the farm into 16 parts. Now again, if you leave this 300 out, the balance shows the number of cows and sheep left in the farm. So this again we divide into 15 parts, because now the ratio has become 9:6. So if there are 9 plus 6, that is 15 parts altogether, 9 parts belong to the cows and 6 parts belong to the sheep. Now you should always remember, when we are doing the ratio sums, all parts have to be equal. If they are not equal, there is no way you can find the ratio. So the earlier rectangle was equally divided into 16 parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 10:6 was the ratio of cows to sheep. So 6 parts show the number of sheep in the farm, and these 10 parts are used to show the number of cows in the farm. Here again the ratio is 9:6. 9:6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They show the number of sheep in the farm. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These 9 parts show the number of cows left in the farm. So for every 6 units, there were 10 units of cows in this case. And for every 6 units of sheep, there are 9 units of cows here. So this one blue rectangle shows 300 cows, because 300 cows is what is missing in the second rectangle. It's the 300 cows which were sold. So each rectangle shows, or each unit shows 300. The blue one shows 300 cows and the grey one shows 300 sheep, because the number has to be equal. Only then you can find out what is the ratio. So they are 300 cows. These show 300 cows and this one shows 300 sheep. So have you realized one thing? Why have we come to 6 parts of sheep here and 6 parts of sheep here? It is because only the cows were sold. So there is a difference only in the number of cows, not the sheep. So that is the clue we have. We have to get the parts of sheep equal in both the cases, because there was no way we could compare these two. This and this, there was no way we could compare. Originally the ratio which was given was 5:3 in this case and 3:2. There is no way we can know what is the number of cows here from here, or number of cows or sheep from here. Only thing which we know is the number of cows reduced by number 300, but the number of sheep remained the same. But still there are 3 parts of sheep here and there are 2 parts. Remember, each part here is not equal to the part here. Here they have divided the total animals into 8 parts, and here they have divided the total animals into just 5 parts. So there cannot be any comparison between the two. With just the two ratios we cannot compare. So what is our hint? The number of sheep in the farm remains the same. So how do we compare now? So that is the reason we got two parts of the same ratio, 1 and 2, and here we have 6 parts of the sheep, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 4 5 6. So here we have 6 parts of sheep, and here again if we repeat this combination 3 times we get 6 parts of 2 from here, 2 from here and 2 from here. We again get 6 parts of sheep. So we know that the number of sheep remains the same. It's only the cows that are getting sold. So now we know that if there are, in the previous case before the sale of cows, if there are 6 parts of sheep, there has to be 10 parts of cows. If there are 6 parts of sheep after the sale of 300 cows, there has to be 9 parts of cows. So now the total animals in the first case were divided into 16 parts. 10 parts for cows and 6 parts for sheep. Similarly, in the second case, they were now divided into, the remaining animals were divided into 15 parts. 9 parts for cows, 6 parts for sheep, because the number of sheep remained the same. So what have we seen in the two cases? Here the units which showed the number of cows reduced from 10 to 9. So there was 1 unit less for the number of cows after the sale of 300 cows. So that 1 unit has to be equal to 300 cows. Since all the animals are divided equally, so the blue shows 300 cows and the grey shows 300 sheep. So now the question is, how many more cows were there in the farm? So we come to this diagram. In this there were, let me erase the numbers. So what was it? In this was what was representing the total number of cows and sheep to start with. So how many cows were there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And there were how many sheep? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 10 minus 6 is 4. 4 units are more for the cows. So the number of cows are equal to, that were more from the sheep, were equal to 300 into 4, that is 1200 more cows were there in the farm than sheep. So all the best to you. Please go through my other videos also. There are many more interesting sums given in other videos. Thank you.